welcome back to my channel. Today I did a emerald green eye with a warm crease and a pinky mauve lip. I wanted to use my Urban Decay eyeliner in Mildew, so I felt like the green eyeshadow on the lid worked really well with it. So yeah, I think it's perfect for spring, summer. We're in summer now, so yeah. I didn't use false lashes. I wanted to just have my natural lashes because most girls don't have time to do false lashes every day, or just are not into doing false lashes every day, which is, I'm basically like that too. The only reason I wear lashes is either to amp up a look, if I'm feeling extra spunky or something, or yeah. But yeah, I think it came out really, really pretty, and I hope that you guys enjoy.
Alrighty, so the first thing we're going to do is prime our eyelids. I'm using the Essence I Heart Stage Primer. I like this primer because it's like a beige color, so it gets rid of any discoloration on my lids, and I feel like it makes my eyeshadow stay all day. So I really, really like it. Next, I'm going to take the Chocolate Bar palette in this creamy white shade, cream colored shade, and I'm going to put that all over my lid to set the eyeshadow primer, just so we don't have any like hardness on the eye or shadows that won't blend on the eye properly. So we're going to place that all over the lid to the brow bone. Next, we're going in with Bobbi Brown's eyeshadow in Camel. I recently bought this and I am obsessed. It's so good. It's like my favorite eyeshadow right now. So I'm going to pop that into my crease, blend it out, and this is going to be our transition color, so all the other colors will blend up into it. My voice is a little scratchy, so ignore that. Next, what we're going to be doing is just blending, making sure both our eyes are even. The next color we're going to go into, oh, just kidding, we're putting stuff on our lips. We're putting the Agave lip mask in Champagne. And this is just to hydrate. I felt like my lips were really dry, so I threw that on just to moisturize. Alright, the next color we're going into is, we're going to go back into our Chocolate Bar palette and grab that darker brown shade. Sorry you can really see it, but it's just like a dark, warm brown basically. And we're going to put that into our crease and outer V. Mainly in our outer V and a little bit into the crease. And we're just going to blend that out. So once that color is blended in, we are going to go into our Artist Palette by Anastasia. I cannot talk today. We're going to grab this color called Anaconda. It's just like a beautiful emerald green color. And we're going to throw that all over the lid. This color is so beautiful, even without Fix Plus. My camera's not really picking it up, but it's so vibrant on its own. But I wanted something more, so I sprayed my brush with Fix Plus just to add some metallicness, I guess. And I feel like the Fix Plus makes it stay on longer, so I went ahead and pushed that into my lids. You'll see here, it's like instant pigmentation. So here I'm just blending some more of that darker color and making sure there's no harsh lines, just so it doesn't look crazy. Doing the same thing on the other eye. We're going to go back into Camel and just blend that into our crease, just so there's no harsh lines. We're blending it right over that dark brown that we had put into the crease. So I'm going back into my Chocolate Bar by Too Faced, and I'm grabbing that color, I believe it's called Peanut Butter, and I'm putting this in between Camel and that rich chocolate brown that I threw in my outer V, and I'm kind of just sandwiching it in between those two colors. Next, we're taking the Step 1 Equalizer, the smoothing one, pointing out my breakout that I'm so sad about. We're going to put this all over our face to prime. I really like this primer. I feel like it fills in all my pores, and I have texture issues, so I feel like it smooths out my primer. It's the one in smoothing. It's amazing, and it smells really good. We're going to take the Milani Perfect and Conceal foundation. I have mine in warm beige. And I'm going to take the Real Technique sponge and go ahead and just push that into my skin. Alrighty, so once our foundation's blended in, we're going to take the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer. I have mine in medium light neutral. And I'm going to put this underneath my eyes, on any breakouts that I have, and a little bit down the bridge of my nose. I don't really put it on my forehead just because I have such a small forehead. I don't really like putting a lot of product on it because I feel like it can get cakey real quick. And then I'm just going to blend that out with my Real Technique sponge again. After that's blended out, we're going to go into our Shade and Light palette by Kat Von D. And I'm going to pick up that yellow banana powder, and then I'm also going to pick up that peachy color as well to the right of it and set underneath my eyes. I feel like these are really, really nice for brightening, and then I feel like that peachy color helps with any darkness you may have. So I'm going to go ahead and set underneath my eyes, a little on my forehead, and a little bit on the bridge of my nose. I really like this palette. These powders are so creamy and so pigmented, it's crazy. Next, we're going to go into our BH Studio Pro Powder in 235. This is very comparable to the MAC face powder. I feel like it has great coverage, and I feel like it stays on my face all day, and it sets it really, really matte. This color's a little dark for me, but I feel like I make it work pretty well. I'm pretty tan right now anyways. So I'm just going to go ahead and set my whole entire face, kind of avoiding that eye area. Next, we're going to go back into our contour palette and pick up those first two shades. And this is a e.l.f. brush, and I'm going to go ahead and carve my cheekbones. Bringing that bronzer down my neck a little bit just to help blend things out. Next, I'm taking the Sephora bronzer in Costa Rica. It's like a shimmery bronzer, basically. I'm not 100% sure how I feel about it yet, but I'll keep you posted. It's not bad or anything. I just don't know how I like it yet. I just got it a couple days ago, so yeah. And then we're going to take the rice powder in Natural, and I'm going to go ahead and just bake with this underneath my contour. Clean it up a little bit. I'm pretty messy, so go ahead and just take this little sponge. It's like one of the wedges from the store. You get like a pack of 50 for like $3. Go ahead and set around my mouth as well, so I don't get smile lines. Cute. Next, we're going to take the Urban Decay eyeliner in Mildew and go ahead and align our eyes with that. After I'm done lining, I just took Camel and a pencil brush and just smudged out my lower lash line just to add some smokiness and some depth into that area. I also have wrinkles underneath my eyes. I'm only 23, but whatever. So I like to hide it by smoking out my lower lash line. Next, I'm taking that dark brown shade again, and I'm just deepening up my outer V. just to make it a little more dark, and then I'm taking a blending brush with no product on it and just blending everything out, just so there's no harsh lines. I'm a psycho blender. I'm taking more of that anaconda color and placing that onto my lids just to brighten it up a little bit, make sure all the colors are vibrant. We're going to take the roller lash. I got a little sample of this. I really like it. But I feel like the Maybelline Lash Sensational is exactly the same. Like, I feel my lashes look exactly the same as when I use the Maybelline one. So maybe they're dupes? The brushes are very, very similar. Next, I'm taking the Ardell Brow Pomade in medium brown. I'm talking to my husband right here. Making sure I'm in focus. He's so sweet. He'll sit behind the camera and just make sure I'm in focus and that you can see what I'm doing. So I'm going to go ahead and just fill my brows in. And then I'm going to spoolie them through, make sure they're all even and blended. I'm going to take the NYX Micro Brow Pencil. I have a scar in my left eyebrow that most of the time won't, like, I've tried so many things, it won't fill. So I like to take a brow pencil and at least try to fill it in. Then I'm taking the NYX Brow Gel in Brunette and setting my brows with that. So my camera got super glitchy from here on out into the rest of the video, so I'm sorry about that. But I'm going to just take that cream shade from the Artist Palette by Anastasia and put that onto my brow bone, just to have my brows be lifted and add some brightness up there. And then I'm just going to take a fluffy brush or a blending brush and just make sure there's no harsh lines from that brow bone highlight. I'm going to take the color Amaretto in Jaclyn Hill's and Becca's face palette and pop that onto my cheeks. This is like my favorite blush ever. It's so subtle, it looks so good on tan skin, it just is perfect. Next I'm grabbing Champagne Pop and putting that onto my cheekbones. This highlighter is so intense, like, look at that. Crazy. I'm so in love with this palette, it's amazing. Here I'm just taking a large stippling brush and blending everything out, making sure there's no harsh lines, everything's blending evenly. I'm going to go ahead and take Champagne Pop and pop this into the inner corners, just to brighten up my eyes a little bit and make me look a little bit more awake. Next we're taking this Sephora liquid lip. I believe this is called Mauve. I'm not 100% sure. I know it's number 13. They're sold out of this, I feel like, all the time. But I'll have the name listed below for you guys so you guys can check it out. It's really pretty. It's a mauve-y, typical mauve color that everyone's obsessed with. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.